Whitney is looking for a second date update with a guy named Kevin. Hi, Whitney.
Hey, guys. How are ya?
Not bad. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm so excited to talk to you. I just love you guys.
Well, thanks for saying that. Are you feeling optimistic about this second date update?
I have been listening to you guys forever, and I have heard so many of these things that, have made me cringe, and I'm just, hoping that doesn't happen here today.
We're hoping that, too.
I give you credit for jumping into the fire.
I'm really hoping for, a simple explanation, maybe a slight miscommunication or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So, should I just tell you what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so I met Kevin on Bumble, and we went to dinner, and we just, had a great meal and, a couple of margaritas, and I thought it was, a really good conversation. And what I found so super interesting about him is that he's, this big-time poker player.
You don't meet many of those.
As in, that's his full-time job, kind of? Or is it more of, a hobby?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's a professional poker player.
Isn't that cool?
That is
plays
cool.
Oh, wow.
Professional tournament stuff? Yeah.
Have you ever watched those on TV? Those are
All the
fascinating.
time. You know what's funny is I didn't actually know that those things were edited because I was they always get the hand.
Yeah.
They only show the really good hands.
Right.
And I didn't know that was meant like that on purpose.
Oh.
Because I was I think this is rigged. And my boyfriend was like, nah,
No,
these
they
are
just edit the
supposed to be
daylights
like
out
this.
of
They're
them.
edited.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
pretty
that
cool.
Yeah, he goes to Vegas all the time and stuff and competes. And I don't know. So he didn't share any numbers particularly with me, but it sounds like he's won quite a bit of money doing that.
Ooh.
He doesn't but he's good.
Yeah, he's really good. The casinos put him up in fancy suites. It just sounded so cool.
Wow.
I've always wanted to know about that kind of life.
What that must be like.
Yeah.
It just makes you think of that Kenny Rogers song on a
To
warm
be like a
summer's
whale,
eve.
though. Well, I
On
know
a train
someone.
bound for nowhere.
I don't want to say who it is, but I know someone that that has a very great relationship with the Wynn Casino. They pick him up in a Bentley from the airport and take him to his private room at the
Because he
Wynn.
drops that much coin.
And
No kidding.
and he will go out there and just stay at the Wynn. He only goes to his room and to eat and to gamble, and that is it.
I know a guy like that, too. And they don't treat him that way because he's a big winner. They treat him that way because he drops so much money and loses and keeps
so
coming
much.
back. He just loves the thrill of the game and the possibility that he might win, which is funny. Whitney, my question about Kevin is, so now that you know this about him, that he's this professional poker player and you get the sense he's probably won a lot of money, did you, being on a date with him, find him hard to read?
Oh, great question.
Does he have a poker face?
That's
Well,
a great question.
I didn't think so. We talked about a lot of other stuff, too, that he was totally open about. We have a lot in common. We're both divorced, and we both have a couple of kids, and so we talked about them and stuff. And, I thought we got along well and that we clicked, but then after dessert, he, walked me to my car and hugged me, kind of, and, I thanked him for a great time, and he just said, "My pleasure." And that was it. So, I don't know. That was 6 days ago. So, I don't know what's happening here. I sent him a couple texts, but he hasn't replied, and I'm just too curious to let it go. So,
Yeah. I'd love to find out. I'm kind of curious, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to hear more.
This guy's hard to read.
Maybe he went to Vegas and hit it really big in a tournament, and he's just living there now.
Yeah, I wonder if when he's going into tournament season, if that's even a thing.
Yeah.
He's on tour.
If
But
he goes silent and just sort of becomes a recluse and just sort of totally focuses
He's
on
got
the
to
game.
focus on his
Oh,
game,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's got to
becomes
get in
really
the zone.
inaccessible.
Right.
That's right.
I don't know. All right, well, Whitney, we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we will call Kevin. And without the aid of being able to see his face, we're just going to have a conversation over the phone. We're going to talk to him. We're going to try to analyze the audio and listen to his voice, see if he's telling the truth.
okay, sounds good. I look forward to this.
All right, it's all coming up next with Jeff and Jenn as we continue. Cincinnati's Q10. All right, Whitney and Kevin are both divorced, both have kids. They met on Bumble, went on a date, had a lovely conversation over dinner. Turns out he's a professional poker player, which is kind of cool. Although I would think a guy like that would be hard to read, but Whitney seemed to think that he was very open and fun and interesting to talk to. But at the end of the date, he I want to get the quote right. Hugged me, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she thanked him for a great evening, and his answer was, my pleasure.
Is that
Which
kind
is-
of like a side hug? Like when
Yeah.
you go in for the real thing and you're like a side hugging?
Sounds like a hug you would give to a fan if you were signing autographs.
Yeah,
After your
like-
big poker win.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, my pleasure. Good to meet you. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks.
Did he
So-
wear sunglasses during the date?
No.
Okay.
no.
Oh, okay.
Making sure.
It was
You
all
know.
good till that hug. That's when it started to go down.
Mm.
Interesting.
So
Yeah, so we're going to call Kevin. You don't have any theories. You can't think of anything that may have come up in the conversation that would have sent him running.
no.
Okay.
No.
All right, then let's call Kevin.
Hello,
Hi, is this Kevin?
this is Matt. Who's calling?
Kevin, it's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you, man?
Jeff and Jen.
Yes, sir, from the radio show. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. I do know who you are, but I don't listen to the radio a lot. How did you guys get my number?
You know, we got your number from a fan of yours, someone you recently had dinner with, and
Okay.
she said she had a lovely time with you and hasn't heard from you since, which is totally fine. You know, you're a busy guy, and we're sure you got a lot going on, but we were hoping you'd be willing to come on our show and just tell us, in your mind, how you think your date with Whitney went, and if there's
Yeah,
any
that's
chance of
exact-
you
yeah.
guys getting together again in the near future.
As soon as you said somebody I went out with, I knew exactly who you were talking about. So here's the thing: I'm a professional poker player, and one of the biggest skills of my game, right, is to be able to tell when somebody's bluffing.
Bluffing.
To read the bluff.
Meaning you can tell when someone's not being forthright and honest with you?
Yeah, they're beating around the bush. They're not giving you the full story. They're just not being completely honest.
Like lying about
if that
stuff?
makes sense.
Or do you mean just not being authentic?
Yeah, I think authentic. And like with her, I felt like she was kind of bluffing her way through the whole date.
Meaning what? Like you thought she was putting on an air?
Sometimes people psychologically, they might not even realize that they're doing it. Like if they're lying to themselves, you understand? So like in this
Oh.
instance, I felt like she wasn't completely truthful about her job, her ex, and her family, and especially her ex.
Ooh.
You think she's still hung up on her ex?
Yeah, there was just more there than I was expecting. Like it felt like she was still hung up on him, and it felt really obvious to me, just in the things she was saying and kind of how she was acting. Yeah.
Talk to me about the job. You said there was discussion related to her job that you felt she wasn't being 100% honest about. What's your theory
Yeah.
there?
She seemed really unhappy in her career and like just the whole path that she's taken, and she doesn't have any kind of like a backup plan, and so it just feels like something she's stuck in with no way of getting out of it. Kind of a dead end, if that makes sense.
Oh, so you kind of see into the future and you see yourself living with a woman who's unhappy in her career and no plans to make any changes, so she's just going to be unhappy.
And is still hung up on her ex-husband.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I mean that's strike two, and like we did have a nice time. We talked about a lot of things, but these are the three things I really keyed in on: her ex, her job, and the kids. It just feels like there's some drama there, like definitely something going off.
What?
Yeah, and I'm at a stage in life. I don't want any drama, and I feel like
I don't know if drama is
with
completely avoidable. I mean, in order to avoid drama, I think you really just have to become a hermit.
Well, I might know a guy or two who's willing to become a hermit if it means avoiding drama.
Yeah. There's something very appealing about
Yeah.
taking a tiny house and sitting it on the side of a mountain or on an ocean somewhere where there's no one else around.
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, Kevin. You came to a lot of conclusions just by what? Looking at her. you
Is
got
it
that from
body
looking at her
language? Is it how
face?
they, how she moves her eyes? Because isn't it, if you're talking to somebody
Yeah.
and they're looking up to the left, that's where they're trying to access information to find an honest answer.
Yeah, it's everything. You listen to intonation. You listen to cadence.
Yeah.
So that's like how they're speaking, what their emphasis is on.
I
And,
kind of believe him,
yeah,
though.
what
Makes
you said.
sense.
Well, how do you even know what to compare that to when you've just met?
I'm sure you've been sitting across the table from someone and you felt like
They're full of it.
they
Yeah,
were
totally.
being-
Yeah. But even when you see someone on TV sometimes, Jeff, you and I have had conversations where it would be like, there's something, I just don't believe them. Like
Right.
something about them you don't believe.
Yeah, and if you're hardwired, if you're tuned into that, then it's going to be easy for you to spot.
You can watch like nostrils. You can watch like their eyes. Like there's so many tells
Mhm.
that kind of give things away. But I want to say I did like her, and she seemed like a very nice person. But it didn't feel like she was being honest to herself, and that's just nothing that I'm interested in right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's bring Whitney into the conversation. Whitney, care to respond?
I am like floored here. I did not see that coming. That was a lot and like way off base and just not even based in reality here. I don't know how to break this to you, but you're like wrong on all three counts. I mean, especially my ex. I mean, I was over him for 8 years before we even divorced. So that's that. And like I love my job and my kids are fine. They're great. No drama. I mean, what? I don't even know what you think you picked up on, but you're just way off. So.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would expect you to say, and which is totally fine. And honestly, I wish you all the best. It's just
You're convinced.
When someone's formed a conclusion, I mean, it's how do you even argue with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gaslighting me here. No, I'm telling you, you're just wrong.
Well, and you know what? If that's the case, if he's going to read you wrong,
Yeah.
Then he's never going to read you right.
that's right.
No.
And if loving you is wrong,
Maybe he doesn't want to be right.
right.
Damn.
Interesting.
I got to tell you, Kevin, like right up until her denial, there was a part of me that was thinking, dude, this guy got in the wrong business. He should totally be a shrink or a psychologist
work
or
for the
neuroscientist.
FBI
Yeah,
or something.
profiler.
Yeah.
You would be fired.
He's fired.
oh, well.
I mean, it's hard to argue with someone who is as successful as he is at reading people's faces.
Right.
But Whitney says she's very happy in life. She's not hung up on her ex. There's no major drama with her kids.
I don't know what the odds me being 0 for 3 are, but I think there's something there.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Whitney, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate you guys finding out. I was just super curious.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for putting your